Hello, this is Cliff Brock with World Travel Plus. We search out the places that the travel brochures and the travel agents don't tell you about so you don't have to. Join us today to see where we've wandered next.
Well, we're in Mykonos, Greece today, and it's everything it's cracked up to be. White houses, blue shutters, an absolute proliferation of flowers. Mykonos is about 85 square miles. This town, which is eminently walkable, is just a visual delight. It used to be a quaint little fishing village that nobody knew about, and then Aristotle Onassis brought Jackie Kennedy here, and Mykonos began to become famous. The likes of Brigitte Bardot and Versace and other well-knowns made the island very famous, and now, probably later today, there'll be a good many people. Although as we looked across the bay, there's only one cruise ship in town, which may mean that we'll have fewer people than we might otherwise have. We're going to walk the town a little bit, take in some of the beautiful sights. We're on the step of this ancient stone church, and we're going to head up to the 16th century windmills, servicing this area for hundreds of years. Let's go up and see what's going on at the windmills.
The homes in Mykonos are beautiful, the public buildings are beautiful, the churches are unbelievable. They are austere in their architecture. The Panagia Turiliani is situated in the village of Anomera. It's a monastery. It was founded in 1542 in a village close to Mykonos. The Catholic Church of Panagia Rodario is right in Chora. It's sort of a haven for local Catholics and tourists alike. It was damaged in a fire in 1991 but was restored. And in fact, it gave me a place to introduce Mykonos to you. The Panekastro Monastery is perched on a hill above Anomera. It was constructed in the 18th century, and it continues to function as a nunnery. The Anios Nikolos Church is a post-Byzantine church. It was built during the 4th century and stands in the old port. It's the patron saint and protector of sailors, and maybe the most widely photographed church in the city. Mykonos thrived as a trading center until the end of the 18th century. Today, much less so. However, it does have a reputation for having a vibrant nightlife and certainly beautiful architecture. The blues and the whites combined with the deep greens and the blue of the Aegean Sea and that wonderful blue of the sky makes this a town well worth walking in. The streets are narrow, can be a little slippery, cobblestone, many of them. People from around the world wander this little town, and rightly so. It is a gem to walk. One of our favorite places as we wandered Mykonos was the Aegean Nikolaos Church right at the seaport. That's a very small church. It was built in the 4th century. It's dedicated to St. Nicholas, the protector of sailors. A quick side note, in Tarpon Springs, Florida, a large Greek community, almost every Greek household has an icon of St. Nicholas pointing out to the Gulf of Mexico. The thinking is that St. Nicholas looks out and the storms see the saint and avoid crashing into Tarpon Springs. We're a long way from Tarpon Springs, but it is well to remember those little myths. We went from the protector of the sailors to the protector of lunch. These fishermen had just come back in from their early morning fishing exploits. They're cleaning their catch for the day, and I bet money that it won't be long before most of these fish will end up on a menu somewhere, either from somebody in town or for the delight of the tourist. The Mykonos windmills are an iconic feature of the Greek islands. The islands is one of the Cyclades islands in the Aegean Sea. And on this island, no matter where you are, you can see perched on the hillside these 16th century windmills. They were used for 500 years in what is frequently called chora. That means country in Greek, but it refers to an island's town on a Greek island. Figure that one out. Most windmills face toward the north, and that's where the island's climate sources its strongest winds over most of the year. There are about 16 windmills on Mykonos. 7 are positioned on this landmark hill in Chora. Most of them were built by the Venetians, and for 500 years they were used to mill wheat and were an important source of income in this town. Their use gradually designed after the Industrial Revolution began in about 1850, and finally in the middle of the 20th century they ceased production altogether. The architecture of each of them is similar. They all have a round shape. They're white, as you might expect in a Greek island, with a pointed roof and very small windows. Almost every island in the Cyclades islands has one or more of these windmills. One here on Mykonos has been transformed into a museum. From this vista point, you can see the entire village and part of the harbor that these windmills stand guard over.
We've had a wonderful day here in Mykonos, Greece. This town is just as billed. It's a photographic opportunity, as I said before, waiting to happen. The people are friendly, even with tourists, although there aren't as many here as there are in other more popular tourist stops like Santorini. Whitewashed houses, domes galore, and of course the glorious Mediterranean. We recommend if you're able to visit Mykonos, you should do so. It's a stop you won't regret. This is Cliff Brock for World Traveler Plus. Please like and subscribe. Help more people see these videos as we wander the world looking for out-of-the-way places for you to visit and enjoy.